to go ahead and turn the microphone over now to Ms. Clausen. She has several hours in health and training this day, everybody.
Morning, students. How are you?
Good.
I'm excited to see you here. I know that we have never done something like this before, but this is exciting. We get to come together, and something like this is more like a gathering of family members. Today with the Hawk family, we're coming together and we're going to honor our veterans and the people who have served. So thank you for being here. Veterans and families, thank you for being here. Veterans and family members, could you stand for us, please? All right, students, let's go speak. These are your heroes, whether you know them or not. Gentlemen in the front row. Thank you. Take a moment to think about the sacrifices they made for you, the time that they took out of their lives to spend in our military fighting for our freedom. Make sure that today, at some point, you thank the veterans and you honor those people that are in their life. Okay? Please remain standing. Okay.
Thank you for your sacrifice. You gave your strength, your youth, and time. You did a job not many will. You deserved our respect, and you do still. Though you didn't give your life, you were a willing soul. Only your brothers in combat, your suffering truly know. We love that you are here with us and honor who you are. A grateful nation appreciates every single scar that wrote upon the slate of you, though you were very brave, came back to us a hero. You are not quite the same. For you were born to bear the weight of defending freedom's call. But you did come back, and that is what we give thanks for most of all. May God bless America's veterans.
Just stand for all of us. Thank you for your service. Be seated.
of loyalty, unity, and in the face of differences, and how we will choose to make a stand together to overcome GLO. I know we don't see everything in the same way, but I know we will fall through anything.
Absolutely beautiful. Let's do another round of applause for our audience. And I have the honor now to introduce our speaker. I'm going to read because I want to make sure that I recognize her appropriately. So, addressing us this morning is Tiffany Wentz. She served as a combat engineer in the U.S. Marines, serving overseas in Iraq. She's now retired, lives in Cheney, and is a mental health counselor and business owner. So, please join me in welcoming Ms. Tiffany Wentz.
So we recognize some veterans today, and I'm going to ask a couple more people to stand up. I'm hoping I get some people to stand up. Probably not on this side of the room, but do I have any United States Marines here today? If I do, would you please stand up? None of them. Okay, I had to be ready for this joke to fail. That's okay. I'm a Marine, and why I wanted Marines to stand up is because today's a really special day for us. So we're talking about Veterans Day. We're here to celebrate all of us, but y'all asked me to come here on my birthday. Did you know that? Today is the United States Marine Corps' birthday. So I was going to ask you all to yell really loud with me to celebrate everybody, but could you just celebrate me? What do you think? Yeah, we good? Okay. It's going to be for all of us. Make us happy. On the count of 3, what? Today, y'all, I'm old. I'm 247 years old today. Actually. Okay, not me, but all the Marine Corps. So on the count of 3, if I could get all to yell really loud, maybe there's Marines in the back, maybe there's some teachers who are Marines, maybe they're in the parking lot. Could you yell really loud, happy birthday for your private country? Or I'm going to get you. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. If you buy the Marine Corps today, we have to acknowledge that our Marine Corps. It's just a fact. Just kidding, I don't have a heart. So I joined the Marine Corps when I was 18 years old. That's a pretty normal time in life. What was abnormal was I enlisted just about a month after 9/11. Then what happened that day? Our world changed. And I'd love to tell you that the reasons I enlisted were super global. I wish I could tell you that I was enlisting because I wanted to serve my country after the worst terrorist attack we'd ever seen. That was partially. But I didn't enlist in the military. I enlisted in the Marine Corps. That was important to me. You see, I knew that the Marine Corps, no offense, was the most fierce fighting force that had ever existed. I thought if I was going to try something, I wanted to do the biggest challenge I possibly could and fail big. I didn't want to wonder if I could. I didn't want to look back and say, all right, I did Army, Marine Corps, Air Force, Navy, any other branch. I wanted to do the hardest boot camp that existed. 12 weeks that were grueling. One of the hardest things I ever did, this is one of my claims to fame here, I broke a female shooting record. So when I was in South Carolina, Parris Island in 2002, I was the best shooter that the females had ever seen. Pretty? It's a pretty cool opportunity I had. Now, boot camp was super hard. It was everything they tell you it's going to be. They wake you up in the morning yelling at you. You run around all day, they yell at you. It's exhausting, it's tiring, and it pushes you to your limits. During boot camp, they got rid of I. How do you ask to go to the bathroom? Anyone? How do you ask to go to the bathroom? Yeah, like a normal person, right? You just can't go to the bathroom. But did you know when you're in boot camp, you can't do that? You have to get a friend. You have to have a friend for the bathroom. And you have to run up to that drill instructor who's super scary, and you have to look at them and say, these recruits request permission to use the head, please. And they will either let you and your friend go, or not. Do you know why they do that? Because they want us to know that we will fail on our own. They want us to know that we shouldn't go out in the world by ourselves, and instead we are stronger together. So I spoke in third person, they did some really cool things. Has anyone ever seen Full Metal Jacket? I know, I'm probably proud for this. I got yeses though, what a good day! Y'all see those stairway to heaven that they climb? I climbed them with my friend. We had to do that entire obstacle course, the actual one you saw on TV. And there's no physical way to do that by ourselves. There's parts where you need 2 bodies to lift us up. You need your team. So Marine Corps Boot Camp taught me that more important than anything is my fellow Marines. And I am being a bit arrogant. I do love all of the other branches. I promise I'll get there. But one thing you do know about us Marines is what? We're an arrogant bunch, right? We're real proud. I'm not letting us down today. That is actually part of what I loved about the Marine Corps. You see, we have a name for it. It's called the Esprit de Corps. And that means the spirit of the Marine Corps. I see today you have Hawks jerseys on and all school pride. Imagine if your school was all over the globe. and it spanned 247 years. And everywhere you went, we saw people from your club. I can drive around and see stickers. And that's actually one of the things that stood out to me, see? I lived in Marysville, Washington, not here. And there were stickers everywhere of Marines, even though I was nearest to a Navy base, nearest to an Army base. And I thought, weird, why are there so many Marine Corps stickers? It turns out because it's that esprit de corps. It's that we are proud of who we are, and the uniforms we wear that I don't fit in anymore has a whole lot of symbolism of our past, our present, and our future. And I love that. So by now, you probably understand why I joined the Union Corps. Challenge, esprit de corps, serving my country. But really, started in middle school. Just your age. Who here in 6th grade? Who here has a best friend? Cool. My best friend in 6th grade, his name was Jeremy. And when I was a senior in high school, Jeremy joined the Marine Corps. And the only way I could see Jeremy was to go to a recruiting office. So I hung out, and originally I told the recruiter, I'm not interested in going to college, this is not for me. And then I hung out more, and I started to see how beautiful the relationships were that he made. I started to see how fun it was. And eventually, I signed up. Like I told you, boot camp was everything it needed to be. Got me ready. When I went to my schooling, I told you I was a combat engineer. You don't know what that is? I got to play with bombs. It was a neat C4, that was my PhD. That's what I got to do. Yeah, that's a good job. So when I got to my school, we all got to be friends, right? And here's the thing that's probably not going to be popular. I am pro-uniform in school. You ready to get me out? Okay, listen, this is my pro-uniform. When I was in my LI school, when I was learning how to be a combat engineer, we all became friends during school, probably like you do. But we were in a uniform. So all day we worked together, we trained together, we really found respect and friendship. And one night, after weeks of getting to know each other, we decided to go out for dinner. We set a time and a place, we said, everyone come on down, we're going to go out for dinner. And actually right here on the screen, that top picture is myself and 2 of the individuals who showed up for dinner that day. I had never seen them in civilian clothes. The gentleman in the middle, his name is Taos. He showed up looking like he was going golfing. He had a pink polo shirt on and khakis. I didn't see that coming when we were in that bunker. The guy next to him, Batchelor, he showed up with a 10-gallon cowboy hat and a belt buckle just as big. Next to him was my friend Villasenor. He was wearing a jersey and gold chains and looked like he was straight off a rap album. It was the craziest group of people you would ever see. Could you imagine walking around school right now and the emo kids hanging out with the jock kids and I've been out of school too long, I know what the cliques are. But can you imagine if you look past all of that and found a connection? That's what we got to do. That's what we still do. And now I talk a lot about the Marine Corps. It's time to celebrate and honor the rest of y'all. Because when I went to Iraq, I carried the same arrogance. We are here to do our job and we're the best at it. But I'll tell you, the day the Air Force flew overhead to go handle some bombs for me, I appreciated them. Air Force, do I have any of y'all? Awesome, thank you. You cover the skies so that I'm safe down below. How about Navy? Do I have Navy? I appreciated y'all. You got all of our gear there safe and home. You got us there safe and home, and you helped us in concert. Army, what I got? I see someone right here. Y'all were on my convoy. There's actually a show, 21 Days in Baghdad, and it includes this huge convoy that I was on. And it was different countries and different branches, and we coordinated and we shared resources. It was amazing. So thank you all for giving us space to join and connect. We are part of an organization that has spanned for generations. And really, at the end of the day, when you see that uniform, when we stand up, we represent a we. We represent people who came way before. We represent you if you wear this uniform. So thank you for honoring our veterans. Thank you everyone for choosing to serve and standing up and for joining my family. I appreciate everyone and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you so much for being with us. You guys, can you give her another round of applause? We will be sharing pictures of the veterans from our families, past and present, who have served our country. Our band, directed by Mr. Little, will be playing a song entitled The American Collage.
God bless America and all of those who serve her. We, the citizens, know we don't deserve her. Whether you go over hill and dale, or if you sing anchors aweigh, the United States military is why our country is still here today. To those who fought in Tripoli and those who fly into yonder blue, we thank you for your service and your devotion true. To those who guard the homeland and are always prepared, you too are to be honored for responsibility shared. To protect and serve the young and old and even those who doubt you. Our freedom, sovereignty, faith, and hope would not exist without you. So stars and stripes forever, in freedom may you move. For our land will be free as long as some are brave.
Thank you so much for coming and celebrating and honoring our veterans today. It truly is an honor and a privilege to have you here with us, and honor and a privilege to get to serve your family, teaching your students every day. And we just appreciate all that you've done for our country and for us. And thank you, kids, and thank you, Tiffany. And for now, I'll ask students, look to your teachers for the next direction of where to go.